Living the life just like a movie star. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Morgan's back. Yeah, we actually filmed this the next day, so on Sunday. We're just gonna be doing some story times of our high school memories. That was a minute ago.
We gotta take a picture.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Okay, hold on, let me get my food out. Oh, this is hot. I just like this. Ow, 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 ow. There, cute. What's it called? Yeah, we're doing our high school memories. That was a minute ago. What, 4 years ago?
For
you,
like graduating was 4 years ago, but like me still going to your school,
for like
5 or 6 years ago.
5, yeah.
Cause I left sophomore year.
Yeah, for 6 years.
You want me to start or
whatever comes to your mind. Oh, let's tell them like who the person that we were in high school. Like, were we like the jock, cheerleaders, the nerds? I was not a nerd.
I wasn't a nerd. I was the mean, funny, goofy person.
Yeah. We had a squad.
I was the mean, bully, goofy person. Friendly, goofy person. Like, I don't know why.
Hold me, fries at the bottom of the bag.
But I am bully. Like, I didn't like push people or anything like that. Like, I wasn't like one of those physical bullies. Like,
yeah, I
was definitely one of those that would like talk about it afterwards.
Yeah,
like with your beanhead ass or da 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 da. And now it's that. That's what everybody knew me about. Like, I was goofy.
And then like everyone who saw Morgan, I was right there.
Right. Or like, say if Angie wasn't at school, they'd be like, "Oh, something's missing." I'm like, "Oh, it's Angie." They'll be like, "Oh, well, where is Morgan?"
Yeah.
Morgan's not here today.
Let's see. We had a squad.
We did.
I miss them.
Those are good.
Okay. Crispy. I got some chicken tenders. I
got some ice cream because I didn't really want no food. I just wanted some ice cream.
Let's see. Tell them one story about high school.
A story? Okay. On my first day of high school, I got into it with somebody. And that somebody just like, I had problems with every single day for the rest of me being at Waukegan High School, okay?
Yep.
For some reason, I don't know how, but my words got mixed up. And it came back saying that I was talking about her when I was never talking about her. And like, she would constantly always try to fight me. And me, it takes a lot for me to fight somebody. It takes a lot for me to get upset. It takes a lot for me to like want to hit somebody. I'm not one that is like, "Oh, I'm gonna punch you," or my lights are on. I'm not one to be like, "Oh, I want to punch you," or this, that, and third. I'm not that person. Like, it's a lot to get me to that point. So when she said that she wanted to fight me, it kind of like caught me off guard, and it kind of looked like I was scary, but I really wasn't scary. I was just like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, I was like confused. I'm like, why did you want to fight you in the first place?
Right. So like one day, it was in the morning time, and if you go to Waukegan, you know that everybody has to go to the cafeteria when you first come to school. You have to go to the cafeteria. That's where everybody hangs out. And then once the bell rings, then you can go to your locker, this, that, and the third. And then once the bell rings again, then you have to go to class.
Yeah.
So everybody was in the cafeteria. It was chilling, and I was looking really cute. I think I had like a strapless bra, whatever. Like, I was looking real cute. All of a sudden, I see this girl just like throw all her stuff and take off her earrings and like comes up to me and was like, "So you was talking about me?" And da 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 da. I was like, "No, I'm not talking about you." And then the girl who messed up my words and was like, "You weren't talking about her." Da 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 da. And I was like, "What the hell?" So I had all these people in my face, mind you. There's like tables and they're like rectangle, like those long rectangle tables. So like everybody's like crowded, and it's like so many people, so everybody was like looking and crowding around us, and the security came, took me on the hallway. Me and Andrew, we was ready to fight at that point, because I'm like, listen, like, you're not about to get in my face like that. So we went to the office, and she was like, yeah, Morgan was talking about me. I was like, how am I talking about you? I was never talking about you. So they basically set me up and got me in trouble. They called my mom, and my mom was like, I know Morgan, she's not going to be causing these problems. She's not a person who causes attention to herself. I don't do that. So that was a story. And that girl, me and her, we had problems throughout the whole time I was there. It's either I looked at her weird, and she'll be like, why is she looking at me? Like, she'll be like talking to her friend, she's like, why is she looking at me? I'm just like, girl, like, ain't nobody looking at you. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I've really changed from high school, because now it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, if I see her, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's on site now, I want to fight you for what happened in high school. It's not like that. Now it's like, if I see you talking smack, you talking out the side of your neck, we gonna handle this problem here and now, and that's on period. Exactly. And that's just that. Yeah. That's one story. We just had problems the whole fucking time. Like, we'll be in the hallway, she'll be like, oh yeah, you were talking about me. I was like, no. Oh, well, if you, like, she'll just always say slick stuff to try to fight me for some reason. She'll always try to fight me. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fighting person. Like, I can fight, but I'm not a fighting person. Like, you don't want to push me there. Because once I'm there, I'm there. It ain't no stopping me.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And for me, I actually did fight some girl. You weren't there. I think this is probably like the straight with everything. She had left, so I was like totally alone. You know, squad. We're still together, but it wasn't the same. And so I got so annoyed with her, and so like she kept like pushing me, and it was like pushing me. I'm like, girl, today ain't the day, and I was on my period. So I was already in sweats and in a hoodie, and my hair was up, and I had no makeup on, so I didn't care. I'm like, girl,
that's how you
no.
And that's crazy, because that's how you knew that you were gonna get in a fight. Because and if you were going to school and you were going to get in a fight, you dressed up in hoodies, sweatpants, and your hair tied up and no makeup. Yeah. If we seen you like that, everybody be like, oh, so you gonna fight today? Oh, you fighting today? Oh, you fighting today? And you literally be like, no, I just look like this. Like, it was a half a day, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's how stupid our school was.
Yeah. And so then she like pushed me a little bit too hard, because she had then said something about my mom. And so I'm like, okay. And so I was literally fighting her in the bathroom. And then she thought I was totally joking, but no, girl, I grew up with brothers. I know how to fight. Mm-hmm. Her.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Another one for me is kind of funny. Ronaldo. There's this kid named Ronaldo. Is that his name?
Ronaldo's the boy who ate glue and crayons in high school.
Remember? I used to like push him and like. Oh, I used to do a lot to Ronaldo.
He was in high school with us?
Yeah, and he left. He was there for freshman year.
You mean Nick?
Yeah.
Annoying Nick? Yeah.
There's this kid named Nick.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think he did it because he knew it bothered you.
And I think he liked me, because Nick will only bother me. Like, he wouldn't bother nobody else but me. It's certain. But I know I only got one.
Maybe in here. Oh damn! This one just filled up to the brim.
When you have an empty cup in the back of your car, you use it as a straw.
Yeah. There we go.
Anyways. But yeah, Nick, we always had problems. I will always just like hurt him. And that was that. I don't know what else.
How you should go across the street to get something to drink.
Oh yeah, before school, there's a store across the street. We'll always go there and get our snacks before school.
Yeah, before we started getting rides from my brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else? It's like so much stuff.
Remember the security guard would never let us leave early?
His
So we'd
big
always
Humpty Dumpty ass. I couldn't stand him. If you went to Washington campus, you know that big, tall, bald head, big nose, big belly man that will always stand by the door.
He always looked at high.
He always looked at high. He be trying to fry everybody. He be talking about everybody, but then he'll literally go. Like, we'll have fry competitions, and fry means, like, roasted. Like, we roasted each other. We talk about each other. He will roast everybody, and all the kids was roasting him back. He was cool, but he was irritating.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an embarrassing moment. I have one. Was when... So, I went into high school with a boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, and... You know what I'm talking about. And we broke up within maybe 2 weeks into school because we were dating outside of school, but we broke up 2 weeks after school started just because I heard a rumor that he was flirting with somebody. So I ended that relationship right there, and I started talking to somebody who was in my class. We gonna name him SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, SpongeBob of the bird. Okay, SpongeBob was flirting with me in my class. He was touching me and trying to flirt and say stuff, and then we exchanged names on Facebook and text messages. We were texting. He asked me out. I was like, yeah, sure. And it was this on and off again relationship with him because he would get on my nerves, and then he would be so sweet, and then he'll get on my nerves again. And then he'll talk to my friends, try to get under my skin. Mm-hmm. He's talked to LaToya before, and it just was ugh. So senior year came, and it was so embarrassing because he always would bother me. He'll always say slick comments every time I walk past. He'll always touch me. He'll be like this. And I'll be like, stop touching me for real. So after school, we were going down the stairs, and if you go to Waukegan, the hallways are packed after school and all that, so everybody's trying to go home. I'm going down the stairs, and he's going downstairs right behind me. He's bothering me and touching me like this and all that stuff. And I was like, stop touching me, SpongeBob, stop. I'm for real, stop. He's not listening. So I push him, and he's pushing me back. I'm like, for real, stop. And I push him for real. He goes and he trips me in the middle of the stairwell.
I remember that.
It was like the what's it called? The it's in the middle of each stair is that landing, and he made me fall, and there was a whole bunch of people on that staircase, and there's people downstairs looking up. There's people upstairs looking down. They're like, oh.
Everybody saw it. It was so embarrassing.
And I'm like, what the fuck over me, and I can't get up.
Right.
I'm falling and I can't get up. That's just literally how it happened. And I was so heated. I got up. He was nowhere to be seen. I was so embarrassed. I ran to Angie. I was like, what the ride home? Mm-hmm. I was mad. The next morning, I was like, you know what? I can't even go into the cafeteria. Like I said before, everybody goes to the cafeteria in the morning. So I was like, okay, everybody's probably still talking about it. It was a mind thing. Yeah. I was mostly worried about what everybody else was thinking.
Or how they would look at you.
Right. And be like, oh, they might be talking about me, this, that, and third. So I would be like, we'll walk in, we'll pretend like we're getting something from our locker.
Yep.
But we'll really be in the hallways dodging teachers and stuff and waiting until that bell rings to go to our classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after class, at the end of the day, my last class, I would ask to leave early. That way I wouldn't be able to see anybody, and I could just hurry up and go to the car or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'll be dodging people in the morning and the afternoon because I was too worried about if somebody was gonna see me or something.
Yeah. You were like that for a good week.
For real. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with it no more. And everybody's like, oh, where have you been? I'm like, girl, if only you knew. Mm-hmm. Only you knew. And that was the most embarrassing thing ever. And he pushed me and made me fall. And it all started because he couldn't keep his hands to himself.
He was very touchy.
He was very touchy.
Mm-mm.
That's the realty.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about how our teachers were.
Our teachers?
Mm-hmm. She had this one teacher that actually got fired.
Me?
Miss Gail.
She got fired?
Yeah.
Why?
Do you not know how she was like? She was always constantly yelling at people.
I thank her for that.
Why?
She actually made me sit down and like do work. Like she actually made me sit down and understand what I was doing. She's the reason why I like math till this day.
Wow. I had this one teacher who was like so like stalkish towards me. Mm-hmm. Like I was going through something and stuff like that. I usually kept it to myself because first of all I don't like to tell people my business. And so
it was really weird when I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because I knew everything.
So I sat down and talked to him and stuff like that. Which I totally regret that. And he was like so concerned. He showed up to my house and tried to like tell my dad like, oh, something going on with her, just letting you know, and my dad looked at me like, is this man really in our house? I went back to school the next day. And I'm like, you don't ever come to my house ever again. Like, He just made the situation worse. Yeah.
Like in the mornings on the 3rd floor was always cracking. It was either always fights, people always talking about everybody.
There was
like
good fights though.
Like me, I was cool with the hoodlums. I was cool with the people that was in the gangs and all that stuff. So when they'll see me, they'll come up to me and be like, well, what up, Morgan? Give me hugs. And then they started like talking to them. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was always cool with them. I would know all the tea. I would know everything. I was that cool person that everybody just knew and talked to.
Yeah.
Always. I had crushes who I didn't even know, like that big dude with the lazy eye. the Hispanic one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I told you that he actually liked you too,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that must explain why he always be trying to
He
talk
actually
to me.
lost a lot of weight though.
I don't know if I'll talk to him now. I haven't met him now.
Fine.
Anybody. Oh,
So
Morgan
cute.
fought. What's her name? Morgan didn't fight anybody. Like, I feel like everybody was so obsessed with me.
Why you so obsessed with me? I wanna know.
No, for real, everybody was so obsessed with me. Why wouldn't they be?
You remember when we used to have to walk home from the bus?
When?
No, in high school, my freshman year.
Yeah, our bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why I never even went to the bathroom at school.
I never went to the bathroom in school.
But we always take bathroom breaks. So
At the hospital.
like on our way home, I'll be like, I have to pee. And we'll go to the bathroom at the hospital that we pass on our way home to just go pee.
Yeah.
Like every day. Just to go pee.
Yep. You know, walk her halfway where the little park is.
Yeah. Yeah. That was only when her brother didn't feel like taking us home. Well, no, he got his license sophomore year. Our sophomore year.
Yeah. And what's it called? Then he tried getting us ride home, picking her up for school. Yep.
I remember when I fell.
Yeah.
That wasn't funny.
Yeah, but you're like you fell down so subtly. You was like, like you didn't like fall. Like you like.
My mom used to make them breakfast.
Yeah.
Remember that breakfast quiche that you and him had?
Yeah.
I haven't made that in forever.
Make the most best burgers I ever had.
Oh, I haven't had those in years.
You would burp them the next day. And you'd still be full.
For real. For real. And that's the thing. I know how to make the shit. Like, I know how to make everything. I just don't. I just don't. But I'm gonna have to. Especially if I'm gonna move now.
And these fries are so crunchy, even though they're like cold. That was on the high school stuff. Well, we have a lot more, but I can't think of any at the top of my head.
Oh. Okay, so I failed gym because I didn't want to take the final, and the final was you have to like get on the bleachers and take do this report or whatever. And the thing is that I would have did it, but I couldn't get my big ass on the fucking bleachers. So how it was the bleachers weren't out. The bleachers were like against each other. So you know they're like tall. When the bleachers are all stacked on each other, they're tall, right? Mm. She wanted us to try to hop up as like this tall. I'm all the way down here. We have to climb up. It's not like no elevator. It's just like you have to like it's a straight up. And then you have to climb. I said, I'm not getting up there. I can't lift myself. Oh, well, I guess you're going to be failing the final. I guess I am. Because I can't do it. Like, of course, they
pull them out.
They pulled out a little, like, step. That way you could do it. But I couldn't do it. Like, I think it's because of the pants I had on that day. They were, like, super tight. So I really couldn't, like, lift my leg. So I just I failed my gym final. Because
I did RTC. I did that because I didn't want to do gym. But our final, you would have hated it. We had to run the mile for our final.
Yeah, no, they had me messed up for that. I wouldn't wear a suit. No way. I wouldn't wear it.
But did I wear it like the whole day? Never did.
Yeah, a whole day. For what? You wore it every Thursday.
Yeah, but I didn't wear it like for the whhole day though.
Oh yeah.
Probably then in my sophomore year when I never wore it the whole day. I just wore it because I had ROTC first period. So when I would, because I was a traveler, so we had two schools. So there was one here and one there. So I changed when I went to the other one for the rest of the classes.
I bit my tongue.
Yeah, I'm like, it's too hot up in here, so I brought extra clothes with me.
Hold on, I bit my tongue.
I need to stand up. I need to stand up, but yeah. Y'all, I did my nails, but I didn't do this one. I'm doing them. No. Why, you bit it hard?
Yeah.
But yeah. That's all our story times. Let us know some high school memories of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Oh yeah, it is bleeding a little bit. Morgan and Angie mukbangs. We'll do more. Pick which restaurant we should do next.
Max.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Next one. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and be part of the fam bam. Turn your notifications bells on so you're updated whenever I post or upload.